Hello, hello. Welcome. Hello, welcome. We'll just wait for a few people to join. Hello, welcome. We are going to be talking about our personal life year. I'm going to pull out the energy for today. Goat, that's interesting. Reliability, the goat. The energy for today's reading is goat, reliability. Interesting. All right, my beautiful gems, I am going to start. And if you do join the chat, please say hello, just that I will be switching screens. So I might not be seeing messages. I'll go back and forth. Okay. So now we're going to talk about 2024 and we're going to talk about your personal year. So it's a little bit different than what you're familiar with. So first of all, if we look at numerology, 2024 is year number 8. And 8 is a really, really powerful year. Okay, so now depending on what your personal year is, it might mean a lot of different things for each of you. Okay, so year number 8 talks about power, success, leadership, and it's all about manifesting. It's about success, it's about manifesting certain things, and it will really, really help you to achieve certain goals. Okay. You also need to remember that 8 is the year of karma. So, depending on how you lived your life before, this year will reap those rewards. So, in other words, if you were doing things from the goodness of your heart, if you were trying to elevate yourself, if you did good deeds, then good deeds will be manifesting for you in the year 2024. If you have been doing some not so good deeds, or if you have been using, trickery, taking shortcuts, or if you've been doing things to affect your positive outcome for this year, that might be your karma. Okay, so lessons that need to be learned. All right. Now, let's go into how we calculated that it's year number 8. So, in numerology, it's all about adding numbers. So, for 2024, you would add the 2 plus the 2, which is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8, and that's year number 8. Now, another simple thing about numerology is that it's usually a single digit. So, for example, if when you add things up, it becomes a double digit, like let's say 23, then you would take the 2 plus the 3 is 5. So, it would be your personal year number 5. So, now how do you calculate your personal year? Okay. You will need your day of birth and you will need your month of birth. So, for example, March 10. So, March is the third month, 10 is the day. So, you do 10 plus 3, which is 13. Now we have a double digit. So, we're going to do 1 plus 3, and your personal year is number 4. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So, try and calculate your personal year. And as you're doing that, if you have any questions, write it in the chat and I'll help you get to your personal year. So again, you will take your day plus your month of birth. So for example, let's do another example. We're going to do, if let's say you were born in January, that's the first month. Let's say you were born on the 15th. So you would do 15 plus 1 is 16, the double digit. So you separate that and you do 1 plus 6, that is 7. Okay. But now you also have to add the year 2024, which is year number 8. So you do 7 plus 8, which is 15, and you do 1 plus 5, which equals 6. So your personal year is 6. Okay. I put an example in the chat. So if you read that, you will see that you add your day of birth plus your month of birth plus the year number 8. And then you put into a single digit, and that is your personal year. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you the top 3 tips that I'm going to give you for this entire year. Number one, and it's a really important one. So please understand what it means. Okay. So when I say the first tip that I'm going to give you is cut your losses. Cut your losses, whether it's things or people. Okay. It is a year where you really have to master your finances. So if you're holding on to things just because, but you don't need it, cut your losses, get rid of it. And you're going to say, well, I'm never going to get my value back. It doesn't matter. Just cut your losses. It is a year where you need to clean up your spaces, declutter, do things like that because you're needing to focus and set some goals. Okay. Tip number 2, it is avoid confrontations. It is a really, really important time of year to be very, very careful because remember, number 8 is also a year of karma. So karma can sometimes challenge you into being, either you're going to be aggressive or you're going to be kind. So really, really try to avoid confrontations as much as possible, especially when it comes to families. It is also a year where you need to be aware of heightened danger. Okay. So I really feel that hospitals are going to be very, very busy this year. And that is because of sometimes violence, like knives, like, guns, things like that. So it is really, really important not to take elevated risks this year. Okay. So if something feels shady and you're like not sure, then opt out because you might find yourself in a situation. Okay. Tip number 3, the best way to get through a year of karma, number 8, is to practice mindfulness, to set intentional goals. So, really, really, if you've been kind of meditating or being mindful, but you've not been really focused on it, well, this is the year where I invite you to really master that because it's going to help you to get through the year. And especially if you are reaping some kind of negative karma. Okay. Or if you're trying to avoid some negative karma, it is really important to just be mindful, to be present, and to really ground yourself. Okay. Very, very important. So, I'm now going to again try and go into your personal year. So I'm going to go from 1 to 9. So I hope you've had a chance to calculate your personal year. And again, we are in life path number 8. So year 2024 is number 8. So 2 plus 2 plus 4. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. And again, 8 is associated with power, with success, with leadership and also karma. Okay, so remember, if you've done good deeds, you're going to have a great year. If you've had some sort of bad deeds, well, you're going to reap those rewards. Okay, but it's all about learning your lessons. Okay, you may be facing some challenges. So, again, try to avoid confrontation, all of those things. I'm not going to repeat anymore. Let's get to it. So calculate your day of birth, your month of birth, plus add that year 8 and find what your personal life path is. I'll give you my example. I am born March 10. So 3 plus 10 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus the 8 is 12. So I do 1 plus 2, and my personal year is number 3. Okay. All right, so let's begin. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about personal year number 1. This is going to be a very, very powerful year for you, okay? Because it's ruled by the sun, okay? So what does that mean? That means you're going to have a new cycle that is beginning for you, and you will continue this for the next 9 years, okay? So leaders, may be facing some challenges, but don't worry, as things will smooth out quite quickly. And you can thank the sun for that. Absolutely. People will be watching you, especially with your work ethics. So if you are working for a company, they might be looking at you to give you a leadership position, okay, like a leadership role. So this is because they admire your work. Okay, so make sure that you're being ethical. And it's also an important time for you to set some goals and to finally decide what you want, because all signs are setting you up for success. But you need to know what you want, my beautiful gems. The only caution that I would advise you to watch is your ego. Make sure that you are not becoming entitled, demanding, ruling, because that is not going to serve you in any way. Okay. So, my suggestion to you is to think twice before you speak, because it could cause some conflict and even loss. Okay. So, if you're going to challenge either a peer or a mentor or even a leader, that can maybe create some negative karma for you. Okay, so just watch that ego. But other than that, you have a positive, very powerful year ahead of you. Amazing. Good for you. All right. So let's go to personal year number two. What can you expect in personal year number two? There will be a lot of ups and downs because year number two is ruled by the moon. Now, the moon is very emotional. It is very, um, fluctuates a lot, right? So this might cause some challenges for you, but just understand that year number two is demanding harmony, it's demanding peace and patience. Okay. It is also a year of partnerships because two is all about partnerships. So, work and personal life. So, whether you're in sports, whether you're in a business relationship, whether you are working on some sort of project, it is in favor of collaboration. Okay. But if you're going, but it is going to be a very emotional year. Okay. The ultimate goal here for your personal year number two is to find happiness. You're going to be challenged maybe into becoming a little bit more submissive, not to create challenges, not to create some sort of karma for yourself, but it is a positive. As long as you are working collaboratively with another person, whether it is a work person, whether it is a partner in personal life, whether it is on a sports team, just collaborate with those people because it's going to make yourself happier. As long as there's peace, there's collaboration, there's harmony, you will be fine. Okay. Another thing that you can expect for the personal year number two is travel or relocations are very likely. Okay. What else do we have? You will need to be sensitive to the needs of others. This is something that is a lesson that you have to learn for your personal year too. If in the past you just wanted what you wanted, you went after what you wanted, people had to follow your lead, that's going to change for you this year. And this is something that the more you adapt to it, the more easier it'll be for you. Okay. um, Submission, subordination, those are things that are going to have to be a path you're going to need to learn and accept. Not saying that you're not going to be a leader, but you're not going to be a leader that is going to be forceful or to be demanding on others. This is where you need to be more of a peer instead. Okay. You may be challenged when it comes to making decisions, but be mindful of this, and all of your decisions can help others. So just remember, if you're being challenged about making decisions, maybe you need to count on others to help you make that decision. And that is okay. Okay. This is how you're going to have that harmony and that struggle within. It'll be like easier for you to make those decisions if you ask for the help of others. And a lot of yous, I feel that you're not going to, that'll be a challenge for you because you're not going to like asking others to help you make decisions. But this is where you have to do this. Okay. You may have some sort of digestive issues. So, because you're ruled by the moon, it is important for you to remember to drink lots and lots of water. This is going to help you to relieve some of that tension in your digestive system. Okay. That's all I have for year number two. Okay. Now, let us move in. Hello, welcome. You think your personal year is six. Okay, well, we will get to number six soon. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's go to year number three. For those of you who are having a personal year number three, it's going to be a great year. Why? Because you're being ruled by Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the ruler of all things that make us happy. Okay. Some will experience some childbirth, some will fall in love. Marriage is very likely for you guys this year. And because Saturn goes very well with Jupiter, this makes for an extremely powerful year for you. I'm year number three, so this is really exciting for me. Now, 2024 is year number eight, and eight is ruled by Saturn. That's why I mentioned Saturn. Saturn and Jupiter go really good hand in hand. Okay, you will also achieve some great things in career and personal life. It's a year for you guys to really master your self-expression, your self-improvement, and your self-growth. Okay, it's great for achieving also your spiritual path. So if this is something that you know you've had within you, but life gets in the way, you haven't had time, now is a really great year for you to really be mindful and to practice everything that you know, or look for a mentor, someone, a guru, or someone who can help you find your path in spirituality. Okay. In career, things will be very beneficial. You can experience advancements as long as you're honest with your work. Remember, it is also a year of karma. So, as long as you are being honest, genuine, ethical, you will experience a lot of great advancements in your career. So, if you have a business, this is a time for you to be very creative. Okay, it's a year where you can actually be creating your masterpiece. Okay, so if you have the time to do that, then go for it because you will have lots of success there as well. Okay. It is also a great year for education. So if you want to advance your education, if you want to really focus on your hobbies, some of you may be retired, so it's a good time to really get that hobbies to a point where you're enjoying it. Okay. It is also a great time to learn new skills. So if it is something that you wanted to change in your life, if it's a path that you want to take a new direction, or if you've said that I've always wanted to be this or do this, it's a great time for you to get those new skills. Okay. Well, there you have it. Personal life path number three, personal year number three. Okay. Let's go into personal year number four. So, personal year number four, you may experience some challenges. You can blame this on the North Node. Okay. That's because Saturn and the North Node do not get along. Okay. You may It may affect your career. So if you've experienced maybe in 2023 job loss, or you weren't ethical, now this is your year of karma. So now you may experience your job loss in 2024. It is important for you to, in order for you to change that energy, maybe to focus and to set goals to help you achieve success. Okay, if you've been not knowing what direction to go in, well, this is a good time for you to really be focused, because without the focus, it might be a challenging year for you. Okay. But the good news is that you will be very creative. So if you have not been putting your efforts into your job and career because it's not your dream job, it's not where you want to be or where you saw yourself, it's also a great year for you to be very creative and to find what direction you want to go into. Okay. This will help you to improve your career path. It will help you to improve the things that you've always wanted to achieve. Now, it is also a good year for travel and relocation. Okay. Maybe because you are changing job, maybe because you are needing to relocate for financial reasons. But the key word for you guys this year is perseverance. Do not give up. It is time for you to really hustle, but hustle for you. It's a personal thing for you, which is great. Okay. So, but because of your focus and your hard work, you will be successful. And in the industries, especially in the industries of acting, in foreign languages, in the industries where there's a lot of creativity, a lot of, maybe painters, musicians, all kind of creative industries should be very, very successful. So, for example, if you have been working in a dull job and just, whatever, and then karma comes in and they let you go, well, take this time to really focus on your dream direction. Okay. Also, one last thing is that the financial goals will be a main focus for you. So it is time. Remember the three tips at the very beginning? Well, cut your losses. So if you need to sell things, it is time for you to sell things because you really need to get your financial situation in order for you to be successful this year. Well, there you have it for personal year number 4, my beautiful gems. I hope you're enjoying this. If you do, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Like the video, write me a comment. I love reading comments. Okay, let's move on to personal year number 5. Wow. Year number 5 is going to be a new 9-year cycle. Okay. And this is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is the interchangeable planet and things will change very fast. It is never the same. You're planning one thing, something completely unexpected happens. It is going to be like a spinning wheel. So be very adaptable. Be very, do not be don't be stuck on an idea. Don't get upset. Don't get frustrated because things are not going the way you want because it's not. It's really not going to go the way you want. Okay. You will experience a lot of unexpected events. You will possibly be traveling. Communication is going to be your best skill this year, so it's great for sales. So if you are in the industry of sales, guess what? Whatever you think is not going to work might work. And next thing you know, you're going to be very successful. So great year for that. There's also an encouragement to take classes, especially in different areas, because jobs can change, right? So if you are uncertain of your job, like take new skills that can help you to be adaptable in different areas, in different, industries. Interests and friends may change for you this year because, again, of Mercury. So don't get frustrated about it. The more you're adaptable, the more it is easier for you to manage this year. Okay. Do not be impulsive as you may have regrets. So, for example, if you wake up one morning and say, like, oh no, I can't take my job, and you're going to quit because you have another opportunity that sounds good, but you didn't do your due diligence, you might end up regretting it. So, be very, very careful. Just be focused, accept change, but don't do impulsive things. That is your advice, okay, for 2024. All right, personal year number 5, those are your messages. All right. Now let's move on to personal year number 6. Your personal year number 6 is going to be all around relationships and material goods. Okay. Personal year number 6 is ruled by Venus, the beautiful planet of Venus. So this year, you're going to be faced with some duties and responsibilities, what you can do for others, and vice versa. Okay, so it's going to be a year of connections, relationships, and really on a personal level, but also a relationship with your material goods. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper. It's a great year for singles as you may find a partner. Yay. Balancing your home and work life and beauty. So, what does that mean? It's going to be a year where you're going to have to make sure that things are in balance because 6 is is like the twins, right? So it's not just one thing, it's more than one thing. So you have, let's say, your home and your work. You need to make sure that you give equal amounts of energy to both areas. If you have a personal life with a partner, then it is important for you to build that relationship, but also make sure that you are not neglecting another area of your life. So, especially for blended families, this is extremely, extremely important. Personal year number 6, if you have a blended family, even though you are building your new partnership relationship, it is also important to be equally balanced with the blended children. Okay. So it is important because this is you needing to bring that into balance. Okay. Beauty. Why did I say beauty? This is going to be the year where you're going to look at all areas of your life and you're going to make improvements, whether it is your personal self, you're going to improve maybe your health, maybe your diet, maybe your looks, your home. Maybe it is a year where you're going to do renovations, you're going to upgrade your work. Maybe this is where you're going to be focused on making new relationships at work. Maybe you're going to mend relationships with people that you thought you weren't getting along with. Okay. So it's a very important year based on relationship, material goods, and your personal being and all relationships. Okay. You will find lots of love this year. So that's amazing. Okay. It is also a year that is very, very great for marriage. So if you were planning a wedding for this year, then don't worry, it's going to be a great year for you as well. Changing your look, diet, home to make things look more beautiful is going to happen for most of you. Taking care of elders or those who need your help. So if you can find it in your heart to help people that are maybe disabled or people that are elderly and need your support and help, I think this is the year where you will do this. And you know what? I personally thank you because a lot of people need our help out there. So if you do have the time to do this, then thank you. Okay, my beautiful gems. And that is your personal year number 6. Okay. So now let us go into personal year number 7. Personal year number 7 is ruled by the South Node, which means that you may go into hermit mode. Okay. This year, you will want to spend a lot of alone time. Okay. This can help you. Understanding this will help you to make others understand why you are isolating yourself. Okay. It is just the year, it is the South Node. You can blame it on the South Node, but it is a very important year for your personal self. Okay. It's a year where you're going to have introspection. It's a year for you to have privacy and a year of self assessment, okay? Getting ready to manifest your dreams and desires and spirituality, okay? So, personal year number 7, this is an important year for you because next year you guys are going to be manifesting everything, okay? So, why are you going into hermit mode? Because you're going to find your inner happiness. How many people don't know who they are? How many people are not happy within? This is where you will find your happiness. So, great, great year for you guys. Self motivation will help you learn new things. So, if you are able to find something that you're passionate in, want to learn something new, want to explore the spirituality, well, you will be successful in it. Okay. The South Node also helps you achieve your spirituality, like things like if you do things like yoga, okay, that can help you get grounded and find your inner peace and your life direction. So, this is why you're going into hermit mode. You may also decide on a career change or relocation. This is because you're trying to find your life path, your life purpose. Okay. So, this should be the year where you finally find yourself. Love it. Okay. You may also find yourself cutting ties with people that are just you have no purpose. They have no purpose in your life, so you are going to cut ties and you're just going to move on. Even if you are in a personal relationship with someone, it is only because you need to find your inner self, which is it is what it is. Okay? So a very important year for you guys, my beautiful personal year 7. All right. And finally, we no, not finally, we have 2 more in personal year number 8. So, wow, we are at the year 2024 is number personal year 8, and then your personal year number 8. Wow, extremely powerful year. Okay. Year number 8 is ruled by Saturn, like I explained. So, this is going to be amazing for career focus, for getting ahead in life in general. Okay. Disciplined for material advancement and reaping rewards. Great year for you guys. However, Also, a year of karma, like I mentioned. Have you been honest? Okay. Remember, karma comes in. So, whatever you've reaped in the past, if you have been honest, if you have been genuine, then you will reap amazing benefits this year. However, if you have not, then you may face quite a few consequences. Okay. I'm just saying. And I believe that you guys are all honest and genuine. One thing that I will encourage you to be mindful of, especially for you guys, because you guys are going to be so career focused, so materialistically focused this year, I do not want you to ignore relationships. Okay? It's great that you're wanting to move ahead. It's great that you want your career to advance. However, not at the cost of a relationship, whether it is a partner, whether it's children, whether it is your friends. Just make sure that you put in some time for them. Okay? You will gain a lot of material possessions this year. So, congratulations, maybe buying a new home, maybe buying your new car, whatever it is, because you are going to be really reaping in those rewards. Recognitions, promotions, leadership roles, these are all available for you this year. Power, money, success. Just make sure you are doing everything ethical. Again, I'm going to stress this out. Do not take shortcuts. Do not try to take the fast lane. Do everything ethically, and you will reap those rewards. Okay. Respect and value your peers and subordinates. If you are in a leadership position, do not step on your subordinates. Do not belittle, force, mind anything that is going to hurt someone. Do not do that. It's going to come back at you. Okay. So great year for you guys. Amazing. I wish you lots of success and congratulations because some of you are going to get that promotion. So, wow, great year. And finally, we are going to talk about the personal year number 9. So, personal year number 9 is going to be a very emotional, I guess, or very um, interesting year. Okay. The main word for you guys in personal year number 9 is ending. Okay. And it's ruled by Mars. So Saturn and Mars are always in conflict. Okay. So beware, 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 beware of arguments, my beautiful gems. Relationships may end this year. So I think the message for you guys is to learn compassion and learn letting go. Okay. So if you are facing some sort of ending, well, it's meant to be. So the sooner you can accept this change, the sooner that you will be able to heal and to move on. Letting go is not easy, but I think the more that you are compassionate with yourself, the more that you are compassionate with others and understand where they're coming from and why things are happening, the easier it will be for you. Okay. This year, you will also be pressured to finalize things that you have been ignoring. Okay. A lot of people are just so behind in their personal life, like, tax returns or IRS or whatever it is that you need to do, government situations. You have been not wanting to deal with it. Maybe this is a year that you need to finalize them. Okay. Forgiveness. Forgiveness will be necessary for you to better manage this year. Okay. You will also find yourself selling maybe your home or things that you do not need. This is because we need to end things that are not serving us. This is because we need to let go of things. Okay. Clearing your space and your energy is also important. Don't hold on to some sort of stuck energy. Don't hold on to things that are just bringing you down. It is time to move on, find your path. Just do not stay stuck in a situation that's not working for you, okay? Taking care of your bodies and your diets is really important for you this year, and decluttering things that are just in your space. Just declutter, whether it is do a garage sale, do things that you don't need. Just have clarity, have clean spaces. This will help you get through your year. Okay. All right, my beautiful gems. We went through all of the life paths, and I hope you really enjoyed this. And I did start with the energy, and that was reliability. Just understand that year 2024 is going to be a year of year number 8. So a lot of success, a lot of manifestation. Now, just remember, it is always important for you to be reliable, but also to be ethical. Okay. I I urge you, if you're having a challenging year, then I invite you to revisit your past years and see where you may have done things maybe unethically, and make this lesson learned so that you do not reap those same that same karma in the future. Okay. Now I'm going to see if I can get a card for the closing of this reading, and hopefully equality, the seahorse. I love it. Equality. Just remember, because it's a year of karma, it is really important to be equal to your peers. It is important to reap the rewards that you are wanting to manifest. Do not do unto others what you wouldn't want others to do to you, and vice versa, right? So if you want people to be successful and if you're wishing them well, guess what's going to reap what you're going to reap, okay? Hello, welcome. My beautiful gems, this was your personal year, and I hope you had a chance to calculate your personal year. And 2024 is year number 8. I went through all of the 9 personal years. You can go back and listen to them. That was all I had for you for this time. But if you do subscribe to my channel and if you click on the notification bell, you will see when I go live, and you can maybe join me next time. But for now, I wish you all a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.